What is up? What's going on, everyone? It is your favorite everything JR Wisdom. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Listen, today we have a doozy, as usual. It's with your favorite girl, Amber Rose. For those of you who don't know Amber Rose, which you should all know her by now, you know, she started off in the mean streets of South Philly. Went on up into New York, you know, started putting in some work out there, as you know, became a certified booty clapper. She caught the eyes of Kanye West. And, you know, she dated Kanye for a few years. She had it's quite controversial and things before Kanye actually got with Kim Kardashian. She's also been linked to Wiz Khalifa, who she's been married to. She had a son named Sebastian back in 2013, which is the same year she married Wiz, which goes on to the topic that we're talking about today, which is with her son Sebastian, or Bashti, or whatever they like to call it. This is quite strange. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip without further ado and give my thoughts. Let's get into it.
My sons are feminists already. Sebastian is a feminist.
Tell me what that means.
It just means equality. He gets it. You know, we were in the car and his friend was like, Miss Amber, ask us like what we like in girls, like what we like about girls. And I was like, okay, do you like blonde hair? Do you like dark hair? You know? And Noah was like, well, I just don't want my girlfriend being on OnlyFans. And Sebastian was like, bro, you can't say that. Like, you have to let a woman do what she wants with her body. Like, that's not cool. Like, you can't do that.
Were you so proud?
And it was like a tear, like, came down my cheek.
That's so beautiful.
And I'm like, that's my fucking baby. Like,
damn.
I instilled that in him. Like,
I was going to say, how did you do that? I'm asking. I need to take notes.
I would say, don't be scared. These kids, if they don't learn from you, they're going to learn from TikTok and Instagram. My son, anytime, I mean, I know this is going to sound crazy, but anytime I used the bathroom and my son was 2-3 years old, he'd be like, Mommy, do you need a tampon? Do you need a pad, Mommy? I'll go in the drawer and get it for you. I told him about everything.
You're just like open about your body and
Have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because you're famous. Your son, by the time he's 5, is going to start Googling you and seeing everything. And if you don't have those conversations, like, but when Sebastian said that, he was like, because he said that somebody told him, your mom is on OnlyFans. And I was, like, during the pandemic. I mean, I had to work, you know?
Of course. There's no shame in that.
Yeah. And I had a whole conversation with him about it, you know? I have a whole conversation.
How did you talk to him about it? Just like, this is a way that mommy can make money, and like my body is like can be sexual, and like that's a good thing. Like, what did you say?
Yeah, I also said that whoever told him that, their parents are ignorant, because obviously he got it from his parents, because the fucking kid we're talking about, right?
Of course.
And and I just explained everything to him, like, when it comes to women, you have to let women do what they need to do to support their families. You want to go to a nice school, Six Flags, Universal, travel. You know, mommy has to make money. And he knows that I was a stripper years ago. It's just, I feel like I desensitized instead of like him finding out when he's 20. You know, like,
well,
what?
also there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Mommy being a stripper, mommy being on OnlyFans, make work and built the life that you've built for him.
So guys, I know you have to know that this is what you have to expect from Amber Rose. Amber Rose is a former booty clapper. She's been in those streets. She sold buns for a living. We get it. She's linked to all these different celebrities, probably been in these celebrities' bedrooms. She's been, you know, connecting with women. She's bisexual, sapiosexual, linked to Machine Gun Kelly. She had another child by Alexander Edwards, who worked for Def Jam. He's also a producer as well. So she's kind of like all over the place. She's a free spirit, you know, self-proclaimed, and she just does her thing. But when it comes to this, your 9-year-old son is saying, bro, and checking OnlyFans and all these things, and he's getting tampons for you at the tender age of 2, and you're telling him everything. That's not parenting. I'm sorry. This is that liberal ideology when it comes to something like this. You might as well say when you bring a guy over to clap your cheeks, hey son, this is how it should be done. This is what you should do. Things like that. This is pimp behavior. You know what I'm saying? This is how pimps are born, with mothers like this, that basically tell them that, hey, this is everything about a woman. This is what you do. Hey, a woman can do what she wants. I mean, it's either one of two ways. Either he can become a pimp, or he's going to become like super soft. Wiz said that him and Amber Rose have like the most incredible co-parenting situation, but she's saying something like, hey, this is how I pay my bills. This is how I pay my bills. So as a 9-year-old, you should know that mommy has to get on OnlyFans. She has to show off her goods, do strange things for a piece of change. She has to exploit herself on social media and things like that to be able to pay her bills. And I mean, there's conversations about what is she famous for. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you heard the woman that was interviewing her like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's wrong. That's the thing about this society. And I get flack about this, about, hey, you got to leave women to their devices. But when it comes to your daughters, sisters, and things like that, we were creating a society where women feel like they can just do whatever they want. Their past shouldn't be held against them. What they did before you shouldn't be held against them. They should be able to clap the cheeks on screen, be filmed, be in movies, be linked to this, that, and the third, and still be, upheld as this modern, beautiful example of a woman. She's been on Jesse Lee Peterson's show, which you guys have seen. You guys probably see the clip with no sound on here. But she talks about that she should be able to basically seduce a man, have him in the bedroom, and at the end of the day, be able to, basically just say no. No, I'm not doing. No, I know I brought you to this point, but this is what's going on. I should be able to do this. Women play these head games, and if they follow Amber Rose, who created this slut walk in this situation, it's quite an issue there. And she has a huge following, guys. We know she has a huge following. And women will continue to want to be like her. As I said, there are so many of our young girls who want to be like her, who wish that they could be put in the places that she's at, be in these rappers, entertainers' faces, and become popular by just not having any talent and just using your body. We understand that women have been using their bodies for millennia. We get it. That's sex sells. There's no denying that sex sells. You turn on Instagram, you turn on the television, anything. Guys go to these strip clubs. Guys go to these locations. Guys subscribe to the OnlyFans. These cam girls, things like that, because it sells. They go to the Hub and Xvids because of these things. But you're saying that, hey son, if you want these nice things, this is what I have to do. And in essence, basically you're saying it's okay for a woman to sell her soul. So if it's okay for a woman to sell her soul as a son watching his mother do these things, where's the value of a woman at the end of the day? It's like women will like to say, well, he'll learn to appreciate women more. No, he'll learn to objectify women more by seeing this type of behavior. That anything goes, a mother's naked, she's dealing with different guys, she's saying this, she's, even though it's supposed to be satire in terms of making fun at sluts because she's been called a slut for being passed around, your son has to feel a certain type of way. And as Wiz, she's saying that Wiz Khalifa's her soulmate, and Wiz was like, that's the best woman he's ever been with. Who knows about the conversation she has behind closed doors, but what she presents to the public and her body and these things like that, it's not motherly. And we can say this is progressive and things like that. We have to cut it out, folks. This is not how we want our mothers to be. This is not how we want our daughters to be. This is wrong. But you have this woman that's interviewing her like, oh yeah, this is female empowerment. Female empowerment is going to lead the United States and the whole world into a hellhole. And that's just a fact. It's just a fact. Anyway, I'm done talking. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation and what she said about, basically turning her son into a feminist or a P at the end of the day, because that's where it seems like it's going at, and him upholding thought culture. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And with that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen, and that's where I'm going to see you guys at. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50.